All right, so Vintage Masters drafts are alive on Magic Online, and Vintage Masters has a bunch of cool stuff, including the Power 9, and awesome cards like Memory Jar, and Astral Slide, and Basking Root Walla. So we figured we'd bring you a Vintage Masters draft. All right, so I think we're going for the Radiant Archangel here. It's one of the better picks in the pack. Like, there's a bunch of good stuff like Counterspell, Root Walla, stuff like that. But Archangel just leaves us open. That doesn't leave us open, but it's just a powerful card on its own. Like, a lot of things need to go right for the other cards. Ooh, Fast Bond. That's interesting. Let's see. I'm not sure if Fast Bond's that good, though. Is it? Like...
If you have a lot of deep analysis and like gush and stuff, it is pretty good. And
Most...
I don't think it's worth forcing Storm either.
Yeah, that's every time we like for Storm is real risky because I don't know if there's as many cards to make it good.
Maybe Imperial Armor.
I think it's either Imperial Armor or Elephant Guide.
I go Imperial Armor to stay on color.
Yeah. Some of the decks we've had the best luck with have been green white aggro strategies with a bunch of enchantments. So I think it's probably Phantom Nomad. Phantom Nomad's actually real good.
Yeah, I think because he's definitely Phantom Nomad.
He's real hard to remove with damage. So if you put something like an Elephant Guide or an Imperial Armor on him, he doesn't die. And also in combat, if you have like Imperial Armor or Elephant Guide, it can go lower than 0/0. So like if the armor is buffing him to a 5/5, he can actually get 3 counters on him instead of 2 because he's a 2/2. Or actually, wait, it doesn't work like that at all. So if he comes into play with 2 counters. So if you have like an Elephant Guide that makes him a 5/5, once he gets to a 3/3 and he has 0 counters, it would just prevent the damage forever.
Yes.
Yeah, which is pretty sweet. Nothing else really worth even looking at here. Yeah, Phantom Nomad's real good. Especially because he's just a 2/2 for 2. Just an aggressive gentleman. Maybe Death Grasp?
Yeah, I think Death Grasp is pretty good here.
Yeah, I feel like the green cards aren't that great. Giant Mantis is cute. Sudden Strength is fine. Mercenary is good, but I mean, Death Grasp is just a really solid removal spell. Or it could be a Fireball to the face in the late game. I think it's Death Grasp. It can also help you win races too by like... Oh, we can play Cruel Bargain. Get real risky.
Whoa.
Is it Fledgling Djinn?
It might be.
Fallen Ascari?
There's also a counter spell.
Yeah, that's true.
Might be worth switching to blue here.
Yeah, you think because I feel like there's fine blue cards, and I don't know if this is a deck that wants to hold up to blue.
Well, we're not actually sure yet what kind of deck we are.
I mean, we can make that decision right now by taking it. Like, I'd rather not give this up, to be honest with you, because it's a really good card. Especially when there's several on-color options that are really solid. Mistmoon Griffin's really good too because it returns the top creature of your graveyard to the battlefield for free when it dies. So
either the Djinn or the Griffin.
I would say so, yeah. No, I would just say Griffin. It still keeps us open for white just in case we find something better than Death Grasp.
Oh yeah, sure. Right. Go for it.
I went for it. Shelter is really good, and Phantom Nomad is really good. Shelter is target creature gains protection from color of your choices, and when you're playing the Aura deck, it's actually really good because it obviously protects your guy so that they can't 2-for-1 you. But then there's Phantom Nomad, which is just a solid 2-drop.
There are a million things in this set that give protection. So.
Yeah, there's also Akroma's Blessing, I think it's called, and Benevolent Bodyguard, both of which are fine. But Bodyguard's been real good, and we've played like 2 of them in each of our drafts so far. So I think we're gonna go with the Phantom Nomad.
Yep.
Whoa.
Well, we can take a third Phantom Nomad.
Man, why is it so tempting to take that 8-drop? I would take the Phantom Nomad. I also think Gilded Light is good because sometimes you get paired against the Brain Freeze deck.
Yeah, but I think we can pick up those later, like because it's kind of
it's pretty narrow.
Card.
All right, yeah, let's go with Phantom Nomad. This is really interesting that it's in here. I'll be honest. Baleful Force is like one of the commander cards, It's like just basically a Phyrexian arena for you on both turns, yours and theirs. So your opponent, like if they can get into play, they draw 3 cards a turn and take 2 damage. Lose 2 life, rather. But we're definitely going with the Nomad here. Interesting. Stoic Champion?
Can we take the Stoic Champion and just draft a lot of cycle lands?
Yeah, I mean, it's a 2/2 for 2, and we're heavy white, so it seems fine.
And then if we get an Astral Slide. Whoa, look at this counter spell.
That's a late counter spell. It's also a secluded step to go with our Stoic Champion.
What should we do?
I still don't think, like... I don't know. I still don't think this is a really counterspell deck. We're going to be heavy white. We have double white, double white, double white. So, like, to get double blue and to keep it up seems like it's really... Like, just pass the signal. Make the other guys go white, you know?
So it takes up to the step?
Yeah, I think it's that. It goes well with our guy. It's a Gush? Jeez. Is it Putrid Imp?
I don't think this deck would ever want to play Putrid Imp.
I think we're just taking the Gush.
Okay.
Maybe Carnophage. We could be the really aggressive black-white deck.
Yeah, we can try it out.
Yeah, let's do it. I don't think it's Buzzard. Buzzard's been kind of mediocre for us. I'm take the Putrid Imp now. And I'm just going to take the High Tide to have it, so... Oh, there's that Shelter.
Wow.
It came back.
That's crazy.
What a world to live in. We're going to hide the Gush for now. Like, as if we can get a bunch of Carnophages and Sangromancies, that's actually pretty good. Is this a zombie? Yeah. That looks like a weird zombie.
Sarcomancy.
What did I say?
Sangromancy?
I'm thinking of Sangromancer.
Okay.
And yes, that's a real sweet 15th bit Gilded Light. It's a very solid sideboard card. Oh, a Plateau. The literal least expensive of the dual lands. But it's still about 4 tickets, so I'm pretty sure we just take that. Battle Screech is real good.
Yeah, that would be the pick if there was not a dual land in the pack.
But being that it's Vintage Masters. Also, I'm still not like... We're definitely not... We could not be black as well, so... We have 3 picks so far, and... it's definitely an option. So I think we're just taking the Plateau.
Yep.
Realm Seekers is actually really good. It enters the battlefield with X+1/+1 counters. X is the total number of cards in all players' hands. So if they have 4 and you have 5 or 3, it could be like a 7/7. Then you remove a counter and search your library for a land.
I don't think that's our pick, though.
No, but it's actually really solid. He's a really good dude. I think it's Wrathy Trapper, actually.
There's also a Factor Fiction.
There is.
But I'm fine with taking the white card.
And our cards are... Well, that's going to be definitely hidden because we're not playing that. So Gush is a blue card. Factor Fiction is good. Armadillo Cloak is insane. Brindle Shoat is actually really good. Because you can't block it, and they get a 3/3. So if they put like an Elephant Armor on this guy and you kill it, they get 2 3/3s.
I love Elephant Armors.
Or Elephant Guide. God, I always say Elephant Armor.
Well, I call it Goblin Guide.
It is Goblin Guide.
No, I call Elephant Guide Goblin Guide.
What's Elephant Guide?
Elephant Guide is that card right there.
This is Elephant Armor.
Oh.
You call this Goblin Guide?
Yeah.
You call Elephant Guide Goblin Guide.
Yes.
That's weird. Don't be weird. I took the Trapper. Oh, wow. Eternal Dragon seems real good for this deck.
Yeah, let's take that. I didn't even know that was in this set.
Yeah, I never know what's in this set, actually. That's a good finish.
Is he biting his tail?
He is biting his tail.
Aw, the poor little guy.
It's like Hunter.
He's real old.
He's real old. Alright, we're
eternal.
taking this guy. Oh, that's true. He's probably just taking care of himself. Animate Dead's actually real good. Radiant's Judgment is also real good. Destroy. It's a reprisal that costs 1 more, but you can cycle it, which is actually really good.
You want to take that?
I think it's the pick. The other picks are Shelter, which I don't think we need a second one of. Paralyze, which is it's okay. It's a fine removal spell. It ties up 4 mana every turn if they want to use their creature. Animate Dead is real good though.
This is not really the deck for Animate Dead.
Right. So I think it's Radiant's Judgment.
Yep.
I also like Radiant's Judgment because I think it's Battle Screech 100% here.
Yeah.
If they animate Dead on a creature, we can most likely Radiant's Judgment it because it'll be a big thing. Battle Screech is basically early Lingering Souls from like Odyssey. Onslaught, rather.
Odyssey.
Is it Onslaught block?
Odyssey block.
Is it Odyssey?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. There was a bird theme in Odyssey, too.
And also, Onslaught didn't have flashback.
You're right. It just had birds.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, you basically put 2 1/1s, and if you have any white creature, you can put 2 more 1/1s and play that turn.
And it's awesome with Radiant Archangel because it's +4/+4.
Yeah, that's real good. Yeah, this deck is turning out to be pretty solid right now. Here's Miss Moon Griffey. Oh, actually, it might be Predatory Night Stalker.
I am willing to try and be mono white if possible. I think we can take a secluded step.
Or not over the Griffin?
Do we want a second Griffin? I don't know.
Maybe. The
It's
only card we have for cycling is this. I want to hide the Gush now. We could also play Floodplain.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
I do like Secluded Step though, and I think it's fine in the. Let's go with Secluded Step. That seems fine.
Yeah, I just feel like we can get another one of those Griffins anytime we want.
Oh, Soltari Trooper is real good.
Yeah, so is Repel.
Repel.
And there was a ton of blue in pack 1, which makes me think there's going to be a lot of blue in pack 3.
You just said you're willing to go mono blue or mono white.
I know, but Repel's very good. And our deck needs something like that. But I'm also willing to take the Soltari Trooper.
All right, I'm unhiding the Gush again.
That doesn't mean we'll play Gush. We might not have very many islands.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the small amount of blue we have, we might as well just take the really good white card.
Okay.
Because this guy's a 2/2 attacker, so. And a lot of blue cards.
Skywing Even's good.
There's also 3 blue cards in this pack. You like Skywing over Kenai even?
Yes, I do actually.
How come?
Because it's 3 mana for the same amount of power. And our deck is only attacking. Kenai Even is a better blocker. We're never going to cycle it because we have a bunch of 2-drops.
That's true. We don't like just taking the Terra's Faithful as a blocker for our...
I don't like it. I don't think we need blockers.
What our
in
Breath
this
of
deck.
Life?
I don't think this is a Breath of Life deck because we're not killing very many things.
I like Kenai Even because it can block this Haven. That's my... I'm going to take this Scourge Familiar because there still could be the possibility that we play Death Grasp or Carnophage and be like a little more aggressive.
Sure.
It's a good step. What's this Armadillo Cloak still doing in here? I'm taking that.
Okay, that's fair.
Deathblade Elite's actually really good. Provoke says... I want to see if I can show you guys. For those who don't know. Provoke says, when a creature with Provoke attacks, its controller may have target creature defending player controls untap and block it. So you can basically just make their best creature block it. So I think we just take this guy. Especially because he's a 1-drop, so it fits on.
And we already have a shelter.
Yes, correct. And we can get another shelter. Or Kenai even.
That's crazy.
What do you think? Kenai even?
I don't know. I just feel like it's not the best 4-drop we can have for our deck, you know?
Alright, I'm going to take the shelter then. We'll keep passing the blue. See how that... Okay, well, they're not going to let us keep passing the blue, I guess. Maybe
We
we
don't
just...
really have any discard outlets for Circular Logic, but I feel like it's a good card anyway.
I feel like Nostalgic Dreams is also fine.
Let's take Floodplain.
Yep, there you go. Alright. And Sudden Strength. Alright, so our green is looking fine too now. And actually, if we get a bunch of, like, Elephant Guides and stuff in the last pack, then...
Goblin Guides.
Elephant Armors. Something. Then that could be fine. Oh, an Edric Spymaster of Trest. That's a guy. That guy's actually really good. Oh, man. Do we
Is that thing worth anything?
Oh, is that thing worth anything?
That guy?
No, I mean, he's a rare, so probably not. He's worth like $1.50, actually. I feel like it's better than the other options, you know?
You could take a Plane Cycler.
Nah, I think Edric's insane.
I think we should have taken that Circular Logic. It's like really unfortunate to like give our opponent a Circular Logic when there was like 2 cards in the pack.
What did we take instead? We took Nostalgic Dreams?
Yeah.
Actually seems fine. Like if we're playing green, we can get back a bunch of relevant things for like crappy things. What do we take in this pack though? That's the question. Edric.
Well, what's our second color?
I don't know. That's the question. Do we just take Noble Templar?
Okay.
Alright.
We really need a second color.
Expunge?
Okay.
I think Expunge is the most powerful card in the pack. Channel. Jeez.
Well, we're not playing Channel.
Well, that's for sure.
Mystic Zealot's good, and Benelish Trapper's good.
Hmm. Yeah, I think I might like Trapper over Zealot. There's 2 Radiance Judgments. Maybe one will come back.
Yeah, I'm sure one will come back.
Yeah, I think it's Trapper. You agree?
Sure.
All right. Taking the Trapper. We're doing. Oh, a Jeldoran Outpost actually seems really good for us.
Yeah, it's very good actually.
Suchi could be good too.
I think we take this land.
Yeah. All right. Especially mono white. Close to mono white. Oh, Grizzly Fate. But we're going more black now. It seems like.
Radiance Judgment.
Yeah, it might be. I mean,
You can always cycle it.
yeah, that's true. We need more bigger things, though. Jeez.
We have an Eternal Dragon and a Radiant Archangel.
I guess that's true. Maybe like an Urborg Uprising, just to draw like 3 cards later in the game. We can probably get that later, though. I think we take Radiance Judgment here.
Sure.
I like Dothy Mercenary.
What about Chainer's Edict?
Do we care about that?
We have 15 creatures. I think, like, if we're
Well, don't
set
forget
on-
a lot of these are different colors, too. Maybe there are. Seems like maybe one is. Yeah, I guess one is. Never mind.
Also, I don't think we're ever playing these black 1-drops.
Really?
Yeah, our black is, like, later in the game.
Alright, so we'll hide green and we'll hide blue. Yeah, 12 dudes. So I feel like it's probably a little better. Plus it's an invasive guy, and we have 2 Radiance Judgments. Like, sacking a dude could be real bad, because what if they have, like, the 1/1 Brindle Shoat, you know? Or Brindle Boar. Brindle, whatever the thing is. I think it's Mercenary, personally.
Sure.
Alright. Oh, I thought this was a good card in our color. I was like, whoa, check it out. There's a Sagatog.
Maybe we should just take it anyway. Or we can take Benevolent Bodyguard, actually.
Yeah, it's definitely not another secluded step. I don't think it's Nightscape Familiar. It's not Tyrant's Choice. I think it's either the Buzzard or the Bodyguard, and the Buzzard being 2 black is...
Yeah, it's definitely Bodyguard.
Yeah, let's take the Bodyguard. Mesmeric Fiend seems real good for us.
That is good.
Alright, we're definitely taking this Mesmeric Fiend. Or Brain Maggot, as some of you... Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly what we want.
Yep.
It buffs our Radiant Archangel. It is an evasive creature. Well, that Edric is gone. I think we just hate Kindle here. Or do we take the other Noble Templar?
Did we,
Oh, we didn't take it.
The first one. I think
This
we
is
take it.
yeah, definitely. That guy's real good for a deck. And he tabled, so. We could also splash a red card if we get it, because Plateau can be cycled, can be found with Noble Templar and Eternal Dragon.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything.
Wow,
like
the Mystic Zealot came
we're
back?
definitely taking that.
That's real good.
Like, we can actually get Threshold in this deck, because we have some Cyclers.
There are a bunch of small little nerds. I'm gonna take Scrivener.
Yeah, sure.
It's the only card I really don't want to, like, deal with. They get, like, a counter spell or a repel back, and it puts you real far behind. Maybe we're just not even black. This is 27 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, but Death Grasp and
Yeah.
Expunge are worth playing black for.
I'm gonna take this Urborg Uprising.
Yeah, sure. There's a lot of cards.
Well, we can probably cut down on the Gilded Light and the Shelter.
Oh, yeah, sure, sure.
So that's put you down to 26. Then we need to cut 3.
Probably Deathblade Elite.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh, Fledgling Dejun.
That's a good card, too. That's a flyer.
Man. These cuts are not going to be easy. We can probably go down to 1 Radiance Judgment since we have an Expunge and a Death Grasp. I kind of like Urborg Uprising in this deck, but... Oh, a Buzzard. Or a Tyrant's Choice. What do you think?
I don't think we would play either, but Buzzard is potentially dangerous for us.
So, black-white aggro deck. What are our rares that we've opened? Eternal Dragon Plateau and Jeldoran Outpost.
I always called it a Keldoran outpost.
Oh, you did the silent J instead of the silent K.
Yes.
Hmm, it's interesting.
Well, what's the real way to pronounce it?
I don't know. What am I, some kind of linguist? All right, double trapper. All right, one expunge, one radiant, one armor, Dothy, carrier. This guy, this guy, this guy. That's 19. You. Do we want this guy?
I don't think so.
Okay, so that's one cut. Do we want Urborg Uprising?
Maybe.
Because we have 17 creatures, so I could actually definitely be putting this in there instead of like maybe like we have a lot of 2-drops. Maybe cut one Phantom Nomad.
But they're so good.
They're not as good when we only have like one enchantment though.
Okay, fine.
Because then they're just literally 2/2s that become 1/1s. And if they're so good, we can get them back with our Urborg Uprising.
Yep.
All right. So Outpost, and I would say 2 steps. I don't think we want 3.
Alright, and should we play Floodplain? It helps us get Threshold.
I don't think so, just because it feels like we want to play something on every turn. That's why I only think we have 2 of these. And Outpost already sacrifices the land too, you know?
Yeah.
Um
Man, if only we opened Scrublands, hit a plateau.
8, 15, 16, 18. I feel like it's 10-7.
Remember, you need to sack a plains for the outpost, but
Yeah,
I think it's
I don't
okay because we have 2 ways to get a plains out of our deck.
I also don't want to go to 6 with swamps, you know, that seems real light.
Yeah, we have 6 black cards.
And when 2 of them you want to play early. I mean, I guess Mesmeric Fiend's good late too, though. We have a lot of cycling cards too, though. Not like you'll ever cycle, but Expunge is good. Radiant's Judgment is good. This guy cycles. This guy cycles. That doesn't cycle, but it draws us a card, which is sweet. These cycle. I think that's it. So 6 cycling cards. Alright, I think this is the deck. This deck seems pretty sweet, actually.
The only thing that I'm kind of worried about is the 7 swamps. I'm thinking it might want to be 6 swamps.
Yeah, but we don't have the... I worry about not drawing a swamp in that case.
Yeah, but like we always need a lot of plains. You know, you can
Always
never
be planing.
you can never keep a hand without a white source. Like even if you keep a hand with like swamps and Noble Templar, it's like a pretty bad hand because you want to be playing 2-drops all the time. We have a bunch of double whites in our deck. And we only have 6 black cards. And I think if you feel that badly about it, you can cut a Dothy Mercenary for like another shelter or something.
No way, this guy's real good.
Okay.
He's just an unblockable 2/2 for 3, you know? Alright, I think this is the deck. This guy should also be real good because we have 1, 2, 3, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, like a bunch of flyers.
Plus whatever they have too.
Oh yeah, their flyers also count for Radiant Archangel. They get +1/+1 for each creature with flying on the battlefield, not just yours. Alright, so I think we're going to submit, and we'll see how it goes.